Cedar Lake. We are back in the SRX Series, back on the dirt, here at a very, very short, compact dirt track, Cedar Lake. Very narrow. Well, not very narrow, but very small, and not a lot of room, it feels like. But we are stuck down in second split as the number 2. That's okay. We'll go out and try our best and hopefully have a fun race. I don't know if we're going to be second fastest, but I was a little bit better in practice than I expected. In this practice, the open practice before the race launched, I was really slow, but I think it was because I joined pretty late and the track was pretty slicked off. So let's see if we can put in some sort of lap here. I'm getting really, really loose out of the corner, which has me very concerned once we get to where the track's slicked off. Because I was struggling keeping it going straight in the practice with it very slick. We just run a 0.4 there. That is my fastest lap so far. Here on the brand new track. We're on pole at the moment. Maybe we just got pole. Qualifying just ended. Wow, the one car was quicker than me just a second ago, but looks like he did not. But we got Dante in here. We get the pole, amazingly. And we got Dylan also saying good luck. Good luck to all of them, and good luck to all of us, really, here. Just a 10-car field. Hopefully will be a fun race. This is a 50-lapper, so it has the chance to feel like a really long slog like it did at,
putting plenty of fuel to finish the race.
What was the other dirt track we went to? Kokomo or something?
The estimated SOF is
1,478.
I'm not sure.
We expect to be fighting for the podium.
We qualified well, though, on the fresh-ish track. But if we can stay up here, I'm not sure. Yeah, 50 laps is 25 too many for Dante. Pretty much the same thing, I would say, for me. Once it starts getting slick, I am really bad. Just in general on dirt. So we'll see if we can hold it together here. We got the 5-car on our outside. We'll try and get a decent start and maybe pull a gap and stay ahead of the mess if there is any. But maybe this will be a really clean, fun one. Might have to worry about lap traffic at some point as well. But if we can hang on to a top 3, I think we'll be happy with that.
Everyone's gridded.
50 laps, like I said, pretty long. I think it's going to be tough to hang on to it for that long. We will see. I think the 1's going to be faster long run, possibly. You know, any number of people can be. I'm not sure I'll be very quick, but at least we managed to put ourselves in the best starting position possible. Quite surprisingly. That was a 0.4 that I ran, and the fastest I had managed in practice before that was like a 0.9, but that was with the very slick track. Joined in the session. Once we got in here, I ran like a high 5, or maybe it was a 6. But still quite a bit slower than a 0.4 that I just ran, surprisingly. Leaving it in 3rd gear is what I've been practicing. That seems to be the Billy specialty, and he wins every SRX race, so see if we can just do that, get good results with that.
Alright. Let's do it.
50 laps here. Let's see if we can be consistent and smooth and try and pull away.
It's the pace car.
Are we going green? That was confusing to me. I don't think I've ever done a start like that here. Well, I've never been up front for a start here in the few times that I've run this track. So I thought the pace truck was pulling to the infield, and he just gunned it and was going like 100 off the track, and that was telling me to catch him when we were crossing the line to get the green. That was confusing. We're going. We get a clean start. We got a decent gap. Just try and keep it from getting too sideways off the corner is my goal right now. We'll see if we can be nice and smooth. Trying to run the bottom for the most part. I don't think that's the quickest, but I think that's the easiest to stay out of the slick with. I'm not sure. Also got to be careful about hitting those tires down there. Looks like the 4 might be catching up a bit behind us. We might have a race on our hands. We got big bump forming there in turn 1 already. P2 just set the fastest lap. He's right behind us, catching up. And it looks like he's catching up, so you can see why he is setting fast laps. But we're leading some laps right now, so that's cool. Try not to get on throttle too hard. It's hard to manage that, though. I feel like it's better in 3rd gear, though. 4th gear, I think I'd be carrying too much speed into the corner, and I'd be getting even more sideways. He's not going away behind us. We got a race on our hands for sure. I'm trying to keep it out of the wall there. A little bit more of a gap behind us now, not too much. Just did our fastest lap, which is good. Gotta watch the getting loose out of the corner. It's gonna start getting real bad. He's starting to catch back up again. And try and see if we can put in a little bit quicker, but smoother laps. Just don't need to drive it too hard, just need to be smooth. A big nose shove there. So I was afraid of it getting too sideways, and I clipped the wall, which shoves the nose even more. Hitting the chip a little bit, but that's fine. Five car looks like he might be catching the 4, so maybe if they start battling, we can pull away even more. But I do not have room for error. If I make one slip up, they'll both be by me. This is going to be really tough if they're putting the pressure on the whole time. For 50 laps, we're only 15 laps into this thing. And I've not got a breath yet. That's good, that's how it should be. We're going to have some lap traffic coming up. That we'll have to navigate around. Hopefully they just hold their line. I don't know which line I prefer. Kind of just letting the car go where it wants, which is kind of just the middle right now.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
I don't feel like I have too much control over which line I'm running, really. Doing a little tap of the brakes on entry as well. Help get it set. I don't know if that's actually helping. Huge gap behind the 4 now to the 5, so he did not put the pressure on like we needed him to. We got these two racing and they're making contact. They spin to the infield. We lose a little bit there, but nothing too major. At least we dodged them. It did allow the 4 to catch up a little bit.
That car is a lap down.
But not too bad. Got the 6 car ahead. Big sideways off the corner for us there. Six cars running high. Hopefully we can just get around him on the bottom and he lifts so we don't have to keep him on our outside on
I will
exit.
say hi 1 and 2 leaders.
He's going to stay high for us. Try and get around him. He lifts off.
Outside. You're clear
Thanks.
high. Clear high.
Much appreciated. Got Dylan ahead.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down.
Closing in on halfway. It's already a long race. Feels 10 times longer when you're leading with pressure behind you. That you gotta hang on to the whole time. Dylan has moved low. He's just gonna back off on the straightaway. Thank you.
Clear low, clear low.
Much appreciated there. The 4 car might have lost a little bit of time trying to get around him. Hasn't slicked off too bad yet. I don't actually feel too slidey, which is good. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad, but it probably will within the last 15 or so laps. If I had to guess. You just need to stay vigilant. I don't want to gun it up too much and start sliding to where I can't recover it.
Alright, man. Halfway, this time out.
Got the 7 and the 9 ahead. Weren't they the ones that spun in front of us? I think they were. So we need to be careful getting around them again. They're not as close together this time. I think it was them, but it might not have been. Hard for me to pay attention at the moment to car numbers. Can't really see them on the car too well. I have to look at the F3. All of a sudden we've opened up a pretty good gap to the 4. So that is good. Maybe he's starting to get a bit too loose on exit. I'm still feeling really well, or really good. Hopefully we can get around the 7.
Got one outside. That car is a lap
Leaves
down.
the lane open.
Clear high.
He backs off a little for us. Much appreciated. They're racing too wide ahead of us. I don't know if that is for position or not. It doesn't appear to
20 more
be.
laps.
20 to go. They've gotten single file now, so hopefully we can get around them without too much problem. Try and keep it around the bottom, especially once we get to the lap cars.
Got one outside. All clear, all clear.
Get by him. Try not to get it too sideways there. This guy's going to stay high for us as well.
Outside. All clear, all clear.
All right.
That car is a lap down.
Put a couple cars in between me and the 4. That's always good. But he should be able to get around them without too much trouble, I would imagine. $15 to go. Try not get it too sideways. Keep it nice and smooth. It's starting to want to pitch on exit, which is what we do not want. Like I said, within the last 15 laps, just got to stay on top of it. Should be manageable. Don't need to throw it away. If we're slower at the end and he passes us, that's one thing. But if we just wreck ourselves out the lead, that would be pretty bad. Got the 6 car again up ahead. Yep, there we go. Gotta keep it stable. Guy behind us is running really high now, up top. That's where I was getting the loosest in practice on exit. I think we just need to keep running our middle line and try and get that to work to the end.
10 to go.
10 laps to go. Can we hang on? If we don't have any big mistakes, It's going to be hard for him to get to us. But he is closing. Running that top lane. Need to try and get around the 6 without any problems. Hopefully the 4 gets slowed down a little bit from it. Four cars flying around the top side right now. He's running all the way up in the marbles.
Alright, man, that car is a lap down. You got one outside.
Gotta keep it together. We might try and run up here, see if we can start at least running the same speed as him, instead of having him catch us like crazy. Just worried about it getting loose off the corner.
5 laps to go.
5 to go.
We're in a podium position.
6 car is going to go low for us, or the 8, I mean, Dylan.
You got one inside. That car is a lap down. Clear low, clear low.
Got the 7 again. We may not get to him by the end. Of course, we also might. He's getting it sideways ahead. Come on. There's a couple more laps left. He's going low for us, I think. He's sliding up. We got to go low. 2 laps to go. Trying not to get it too sideways. He lifts. Hurts the 4 on exit a little bit.
One more lap to win.
White flag. Don't clip the wall. Come on. Nice and smooth. And hey, would you look at that?
Good race, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Nice win. Way to go, man.
Yeah, good one. That was fun. Well, great battle.
First time I ran clean in this car.
Great battle with the 4. He was putting the pressure on. He never gave us a break. But we held it together. Great racing with him. And he was really catching us at the end, too. Like, he had
Race is over.
fallen back to like 1.2 seconds. And then he was within at least 0.5, 0.6. He was catching us quick. Wow. I don't remember the last time I've won a dirt race. I think maybe this is the second one I've ever won. I won my very first ever official dirt race, and I don't think I've won since then. I think this is the second time ever. If I can remember correctly, I might be forgetting, but I don't know. But I will take that as the number 2 car. I'm so slow on dirt, it doesn't really matter what my number is. I could be number 1 by a mile and still be pretty bad. But man, oh man. And what a clean race, too. We only saw one little contact, and after that, it seemed like everyone just kept it pretty clean. Have to celebrate that one. That was not an easy win. I was struggling to hang on, and we had pressure the whole time. 50 laps. Great battle. We'll take a look at the contacts out there. I can't believe we did that. Just put me in second split every time in these dirt races. The only contact I saw was, I think it was the 7 and 9 coming together. I think one of them just got loose or sideways or something. I don't know if there's anything other than that that happened besides some wall taps. Like right here. Man. Another little wall tap there. 3 car. Gonna grab it just a touch. I was doing that a whole bunch in practice as well, just trying to keep it from getting too sideways off the corner. I'd try and open up the steering and it'd just send it right up into the wall. So easy to do that, especially when the track gets really slick. But it never really transitioned into as slick as it was in practice for us here, which really helped me. Had it gotten, like, we were getting slower there at the end anyway, but had it gotten super slick, we would have been really toast. Yeah, it was a 7 and 9 coming together. 7 running the bottom here, he's not really doing anything wrong. I think the 9 just gets a little too sideways. Comes down a little bit. 7 maybe came up a little bit. Unfortunate little contact there. But they both get it back going. I don't think that was anything anybody was upset about. Just a racing deal there, really, I think. 4 car with Ollie. Oh, yeah, this is Ollie. From, from last week. Great race that time. 7 car into the tires. 9 grabbing the wall a little bit. 5 overdriving it, grabbing the outside wall, but he gets it back going, doesn't gain anything from that. Really? Look how close he got to us there. That was coming to the checkered, I think. Like, we barely beat him. After all that, he really closed in. That was a lot closer than I even thought. I was really not looking in my mirror. I was just trying, focusing as hard as I could to keep it going straight. But once we got around the 7 car, I had to go low, and you see me get a little bit more sideways there, but then he does as well. He has to keep it a bit lower on exit, which I think hurt him down the straight, but then he gets a really good run down low here. And he had moved up to the top and was gaining a lot of time running this line, so I decided to move up a bit higher to see if I could get a little bit more grip as well. Had this gone another 15, maybe even 10 laps, he would have been right by us, but luckily we get home to the finish. He ends up just behind us. Great race. Great race. And we freaking won the thing. Unbelievable. Not what I expected at all. Especially seeing my lap times in practice. I was nothing. I was at the bottom of the board, but helped us once we got to a fresh track, and we qualified pole and gave us the track position, and were able to keep it together long enough to secure it. So that is a good way to do one of these dirt races for once. It's been kind of an up and down season for us, even on the paved side, but finally something goes our way here. That was a fun one. Thanks for watching.